Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Ali, and today we are going to see how we can use Jupyter Notebooks on top of Google Colab. Okay, so in this demo, we will see how we can use an open source package that will allow us to not just use CPU based machines of Google Colab and run Jupyter Notebooks on top of it, but we can also use GPU based machines and run our Jupyter Notebooks on top of that. So while working on Jupyter Notebooks, we will be using GPU based instances of Google Colab. Then we can also see TPU based, and then we will see how we can use Google Drive, and while working on our Jupyter Notebook, we can store our data in our Google Drive, so we don't need to worry about downloading stuff as well. But before starting out, let's first discuss what are the benefits of using Jupyter Notebook on Google Colab UI. So let me move here. Okay, so this is a Google Colab UI. It looks very simple. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so this looks very simple, and the thing that makes it very limited is that it only allows you one notebook instance. So you are limited to one notebook. Okay, you cannot use multiple notebooks on a same machine. Again, you cannot use multiple notebooks on a same machine. For if you want to create another Google Colab, so Google will assign a separate machine to that Google Colab. Okay, so this is one limitation. For example, you want to run multiple notebooks on a very same machine, you can use Jupyter Notebooks rather than Google Colab. First thing. Second part is this, that Google does not allow you to use terminal free of cost. Here's the terminal icon. When you will click on it, it will say you have to sign up for Google Colab, for Colab Pro in order to gain access to the terminal, and of course you have to pay for that. So but Jupyter Notebooks allow you to access terminals as many as you like and your machine supports. So how you can access these terminals without paying a single penny? Now welcome my open source package that I have created that will solve these two problems for you first of all. So how to use that open source package? Again, let me zoom in, and now first of all we have to download and install it. Don't worry, this will only remain on your Google Colab and it will not hurt either your Google Drive or your machine. Okay, your machine and your Google Drive will be safe. Okay, so just enter exclamation mark and then type pip install and then type Colab to notebook. Okay, the name itself expresses what it does. So this open source package will help you in order to move from Colab to notebook. Okay, so run this cell. You can either click on play button or you can press shift enter. Okay, now it is collecting the package and then installing it. And here our package has been installed. So now what we will do, like any other Python package, we will import it. How? Simply type import Colab to notebook. I usually prefer giving alias in order to make things simple for me. So we can use as C2N. Okay, it is completely optional. What it will help you in is that you don't need to type again and again Colab to notebook. You will just type C2N and then call any method that you like, and this will help you in your development as well by reducing time. So simply run this cell and here our package has been imported. So now type C2N and then dot, and then you have to type start. Okay, and then parenthesis. Basically start is a method. Now when we will call this method by running this cell, so what will happen behind the scenes, it is going to start Jupyter Notebook engine. Then it is going to collect the token from the Jupyter Notebook engine, and then it is going to give you IP address of the machine on which this Colab UI is running on. Okay, don't worry, it is not the IP address of your computer, it is the IP address of that Docker container on which this Colab UI is running. Perfect. Now click on this URL. Okay, now here it is asking you to enter IP. Come again to your Colab and just copy this IP and press Ctrl C. Come again here and paste it, and then click to submit. And here you can see there's this authentication part where it is asking for a token. How you can submit this token? Come to your Google Colab and simply double click and press Ctrl C to copy this token. Come again and here paste it by pressing Ctrl V, and then click on login. Okay, and here you can see our Jupyter Notebook homepage has been loaded, and now from here you can create as many notebooks and terminals you like. How? By simply going to here new icon, new button, and then click on new button, and then click on Python 3 option. So what it is going to do, it is going to create a new Jupyter notebook for you. Now next we will see how we can create multiple terminals, but before doing that, let's first try it out and see whether it works. So let's import a package, import pandas as pd. Voila, it works. Let's say we want to print something, so this works, and voila, this thing is working. Perfect. So we have created our untitled.ipynb notebook. Now, is it possible to create terminals? Yes, of course. Come to new again, click on it, and then click on terminal. When you will click on terminal, a new terminal will open up here. Voila. So here is our terminal. Now behind the scenes there's Linux machine, and you can do pretty much all the stuff here using Linux. Why? Let me prove you. First of all, it is a Linux machine. In order to check that, you have to type cat, and then you will type /etc/os dash and then release. Okay, and press enter. What I just did was fetching out some details about the operating system on which this machine that is working on this machine. So here we can see Ubuntu 22.04.3 LTS long-term support. Okay, so it means that an Ubuntu OS is running on this machine, and now we can execute any Ubuntu Debian based Linux command on it. Another benefit that you get from using this terminal is that, let me clear this up, you get access to sudo. It means you have root privileges, so you can pretty much execute any program, install it, break it, play with it. Okay, and there are no restrictions. For example, let me press enter, and here you can see that sudo is already installed, so you can execute any Linux command and it will work. Sudo ls, let's say. So it is just printing out all the files. Okay, now Ali, can I create multiple terminals? Of course. Come here on notebooks homepage and then click on new and click on terminal again, and a new fresh terminal will open up for you. You can use both of these terminals simultaneously. For example, let me type date command and press enter. Here's the date, but here is this sudo ls part. So both terminal can work simultaneously, so you can use parallelization benefit as well. Now let's say Ali, I want to download this notebook. Is it possible that I can download it? Of course it is possible. For example, if you want to download this notebook, you have to come here, click on this checkbox, and in order to download from Jupyter Notebook UI, you have to shut down this machine, this notebook. So click on shutdown and this notebook will stop, and then when you will click on check, you can click on download in order to download the file. Okay, and it is asking me to save this file, and here's the downloaded file, untitled.ipynb. Now let's say, Ali, I don't want to I I don't want to shut down this notebook. Okay, I want to download it while working on it. Okay, no worries. Just click on this notebook again because we shut down it earlier. So now it is opening. Okay, so our Jupyter notebook has opened, and here you can see green. Okay, so it means that it is working. Perfect. Now, without shutting it down, how you can download it? Simply come to your Google Colab and then click on this files icon, and here is your untitled.ipynb file as well. Now let's say I want to give it another name. So what I can do, I can come on my Jupyter notebook, come here, click, and then give a name like something, and then click on rename. I have to work on my renaming conventions, and then I have to save this notebook. Okay, and now when I will come again on my Colab UI, what I can see is that untitled.ipynb is still here. So I have to click on this refresh icon, and here you can see something.ipynb. So the notebook is open, the notebook is working at the moment, and just come to this options icon, click here and click on download, and it will get downloaded. Okay, now yep, here is my something getting downloaded. Okay, so Ali, yes, we can download our files as well. Now let's say, Ali, we don't want to download our files. Okay, we want to save our files in our Google Drive. So how can we do this? So in order to save your files on your Google Drive, for example, I have created this demo folder which is currently empty. So how can I save my files on my demo folder? For that, you have to do two things. First of all, let me first stop this Jupyter notebook. So come here. So if you want to stop this whole process, you can type c2n dot stop and then parenthesis. Okay, and when you will run this cell, you will get this notebook stopped. Perfecto. Now you can simply cancel these tabs, close these tabs, and now what we can do, we can come here and we can click on this. I have already mounted, so this is the mount icon. Okay, I have already mounted it. So when you have to first come to files and then click on this icon in order to mount your drive. Okay, mounting simply means that your drive will get connected to this Colab. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to click here on drive icon, then we have to click on my drive, and let's say this is the demo folder in which we want to save our files. So how can we do this? Just come here in the options path and copy the path. Click on copy path, close this thing, come on at the very top. You can create a code cell on very top or anywhere else, but just to keep things clear, I am creating a cell here on very top, and then I am typing cd and I am pasting this this path. Adding quotes is a convention and a good practice. So what you can do, you can now run this cell. Okay, and you can see the path got changed. Okay, now just for keeping things simple, I am restarting everything so that everything runs smoothly from the very scratch. So come here on click on runtime and click on restart session and click on yes, and you will see restarting part, that our machine is getting restarted. Okay, no worries. Okay, so our machine is now restarted. Come here and run this cell first. Perfect. This will say requirement already satisfied because we have already installed this Python package, and then we will import it again. Okay, our Python package Colab to notebook. Okay, now again you have to start your Jupyter notebook engine. So a new engine will spin up, but don't worry, it isn't costing you anything. So just spin up a new Jupyter notebook engine by simply calling c2n.start method. So the start method will run the engine, will give you token, and will give you IP address. Again, a new URL, click on it, and it will ask you IP address. Come here, copy this IP address, come again, and then paste this IP address and click to submit. Click to submit. Again, it is going to ask you authentication. So come here, double click and copy this token, come here, paste it and click on login. And very soon it will load up our home page. Okay, I am having some issues with my internet, so but here is our home page. Wait for a moment. Yeah, here is our home page. So now in order to confirm whether we are in a demo folder or not, we can do this simply by our home page, if and when it will get loaded. Sorry for my internet issues. So here you can see that nothing is present because our demo folder is empty at the moment. So I have to just rerun it for Jupyter.log file. Yes, so Jupyter.log file is there. It is by default created by Jupyter Notebooks. So the main thing is that no file is existing here. So how can we add new files? So let's say I click on new, and let's say I want to create a text file. So click on text file, and here is our text file. Let's name it as let's say anything.txt. Okay, so click here and type out anything. Let's say this file can contain anything. Okay, and save this file. When it will be saved, just close it, and here you can see anything.txt. But the main thing here is that when you will see your demo folder on your Google Drive, you can see this untitled.txt, and when you will refresh this page, you will see anything.txt appearing here. Perfect. So it means like while working on your Jupyter Notebooks, you can store your files right in your Google Drive. Cool. Now Ali, third part, you are currently showing this CPU based instance. What if we want to use GPU based instance or TPU based instance? Can we use it free of cost and easily? Of course. So how can you do this? For that, you have to again stop this notebook instance by simply calling c2n.stop. So run this cell and our notebook got stopped. Now close it. Now what we have to do, we have to come here on runtime, click, and then scroll down a little bit, and then you have to click on change runtime type. When you will do so, you will find so many options, but 3 are available for free users. But let's say from CPU you want to move to GPU based instance. So click here on GPU. It is asking okay, yes, and now click on save. Now you can see that previous machine got disconnected and a new GPU based machine is going to connect with our Colab UI. Okay, give it a moment to connect, and yes, our GPU machine is now connected. How to Ali check whether the GPU is working or not? Simply press this plus code button, and I am using arrow key to move it up. And in order to verify, just type exclamation mark and then type NVIDIA-SMI, because Google Colab is using NVIDIA GPUs. So now run this cell, and voila, here your GPU details are present. Perfect. Now Ali, let's move on to our Jupyter Notebook, right? GPU based Jupyter Notebooks. So again, I am calling this cell. What this cell is doing, it is changing my current directory to demo, right? So that we can store our data as well, our files. Now this thing is all now we have to run this cell as well because new machine got connected. So again, it is downloading and installing our Colab to Notebook Python package. Okay, it is successfully installed. Now we have to import our package. And now just call this c20.start parenthesis again, right? So again, behind the scenes, it is starting Jupyter Notebook engine, and then it is fetching the token, and then it is fetching IP address of this machine. And here they are. So click on this URL. Now copy this IP address, come again here and paste this IP address and click to submit. Okay, again it is asking for authentication. No worries, come here, copy this token, come again and paste this token and click on login. Perfect, our home page is getting loaded. Perfect, and now it has been loaded. So let's create another notebook by click on new and then clicking on Python 3. So our notebook is getting created. Give it a moment and it will appear very quickly. Yes, here it is. So okay, so now Ali, how to verify whether this notebook is using our Colab GPU based machine or not? Again, by calling the very same function that we did for Colab, by using exclamation mark and then typing nvidia-smi. Okay, and then running this cell. Voila, your your GPU details are present here. Perfect. So now you can run all of your machine learning tasks, your Python tasks while using GPU based machines. The benefits are again here. Even with GPU, you have access to terminals, so you can use terminals here. You can create multiple notebooks, multiple terminals to work on. Okay, again, you and here if you see the path, you are right now in demo folder. So whatever you are going to create here, that is going to get stored in your Google Drive. For example, like untitled.ipynb. If I change it to, let's say, GPU notebook, okay, and click on notebook, click on rename, and now press Ctrl S to save this notebook. Perfect. Now come here and refresh this page, and here you can see gpu_notebook.ipynb is present. So this was a short introduction to the open source package that I have created, Colab to Notebook. This took a great deal of effort and time, so please do consider subscribing and liking this video if you really think that this is a great effort and it can help people in their studies, in their assignments, in their work. My aim was to educate people, and that's why I've created this thing. So thank you so much. I look forward to sharing more amazing tools, packages, technologies, and courses with you. I am about to create a Python course. It will not only include beginner plus advanced topics, but that Python course will also include the best practices that industry uses at the moment, so that you get aware of not just the classes type of stuff, but the real world stuff. Okay, so thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Do consider subscribing, and thank you. Ciao.